close forward, and Ian Bartlett to call them.
They're off. And Big Orange is the first one to get to the lead for the Qatar Goodwood Cup. The mauve colours of She Is No Lady, and also High Jinks in the blue and yellow towards the back of the field early on. Big Orange is only just ahead of US Army Ranger on the right there in the darker blue colours. Sheikh Zayed Road and QE, and also Oriental Fox on the left in blue and white want to be up with the lead as well, as Ryan lets US Army Ranger drop back into about 5th place. The yellow cap black jacket of Stradivarius is alongside Prince of Aram, as they're followed through by pale colours of Higher Power. She Is No Lady, James Doyle in mauve, has passed a few early on. Right now, Palisator is the back marker. High Jinks is towards the back of the field, as also is Sweet Selection. But as they prepare to turn right-handed with about a mile and a half to go, Big Orange and Frankie Dettori set the gallop and are about a length and a half ahead. A blue jacket of QE running in second place. The red cap is Sheikh Zayed Road. Oriental Fox in blue and whites against the running rail. And then the very dark jacket is US Army Ranger, with She Is No Lady in mauve next to him. Prince of Aran, blue and red jacket, is next, and alongside him is Higher Power. They're followed by Desert Skyline and High Jinks, both of whom have now moved ahead of Stradivarius, who's now 4 from the back of the field. Wicklow Brave is following him through. Sweet Selection is about level with Wicklow Brave, and about a length and a half behind those to Palisator, who is the back marker and continues to hold last position. So Big Orange, Frankie Dettori, the yellow jacket out in front, strides along by about a length to Sheikh Zayed Road, takes a definite second place now over QE, who's about a neck behind him in third. Oriental Fox continues to be in 4th position as they're about to run uphill at the bottom end of the course. She Is No Lady, US Army Ranger, the next couple of runners. They're followed through by Higher Power. And then comes Prince of Aran from Desert Skyline, and Stradivarius with that yellow cap from Sweet Selection and High Jinks together. Palisator continues to be just about the back marker. Now Wicklow Brave is in company with those, but now they race towards the top of the hill. It'll be right-handed from here, shortly downhill, 5 furlongs or so to the go, and it's still Big Orange. He's out in front, leads by a little over 1 length. QE, the blue jacket, in second place. He takes second position from Sheikh Zayed Road, and then She Is No Lady, Oriental Fox, who race together. Behind those is Higher Power. Stradivarius trying to make progress. The leading quartet just get away from the others, and Big Orange heads down the centre of the course. They shun the far side running rail, but with Frankie still leads. Stradivarius is off to the left, black jacket and yellow cap. US Army Ranger lost a few places. She Is No Lady, QE and Sheikh Zayed Road are still there. Desert Skyline towards the right, but it's Big Orange in front as he heads down for the 2 marker. He's digging in deep on the left. Stradivarius has come through to mount a challenge. Behind those is Desert Skyline, heading down towards the last furlong, and it's the younger horse Stradivarius who's joined the old warrior Big Orange. And as they head towards the last furlong, Stradivarius now in receipt of all the weight has taken it up. What a great day for Andrea Zenni. This is going to be a hat-trick. Stradivarius strides to the line with Big Orange in second place, Desert Skyline in third, Wicklow Brave is home in 4th.
A perfect day for Andrea Azzani. Stradivarius, the 3-year-old, wins the Group 1 Goodwood Cup, the Qatar Goodwood Cup, and firmly en route to the St. Leger, but he's had a huge payday today.
Goes straight in. Ready, set. They're off. Racing for the Gold Cup, 2.5 miles. They begin a long run down the home straight to start off with. Stradivarius got out of the starting gates very strongly for Frankie Dettori, who restrains him now as Mount Moriah. With the noseband, Mount of Harry Bentley is just about in front. Torsador in the orange colours running in second. The 2 market leaders are together in 3rd and 4th places. A yellow cap for Stradivarius off towards the running rail, and just about level with in blue and orange colours of Order of St. George. They're followed in by Scotland in the pink and green jackets, who's about a neck ahead of Sheikh Zayed Road, about a length and a half behind those 2, Desert Skyline. And then comes Vazirabad in the green and the pink jacket of Max Dynamite, of the pair together at the rear of the field. They move then onto the round course. It's about a 2-length lead for Mount Moriah. Torsador Won here last time out over the shorter 2-mile trip, running in second place. 2 lengths behind him is this afternoon's favourite, Order of St George, a previous winner of the race 2 years ago. A first 3 position today will take his earnings past £2 million in his career. He's narrowly ahead of Stradivarius, Frankie Dettorio, black jacket and yellow cap. He's won the cups at Goodwood and York already in his career. Sheikh Zayed Road is the most experienced in this lineup. Today is his 47th racecourse appearance, holds 5th position. He's about a length and a half ahead of Scotland. And neck behind him, the French challenger Vizirabad, who's the highest earner in the lineup, £2.3 million he has won in his career so far, with 15 victories from 22 starts. He's narrowly ahead of Desert Skyline, who's against the running rail, Sylvester de Souza. Behind him, William Buick on Max Dynamite. Winning prize money £100,000, but with 2 places in the Melbourne Cup, he's won £800,000 from placed efforts. They've completed their first mile. Downhill they go now and on towards the halfway stage. There'll be about 10 to 12 lengths between them, with Mount Moriah continue to lead, about 2 lengths ahead. Torsador in second place. There'll be a length and a half, maybe 2, to Order of St George holding third place, and then a length and a half behind him to Stradivarius as they pass the 1.25 mile start, so they're at halfway in the Gold Cup. Sheikh Zayed Road, a white and red jacket for Martin Harley is next, and then Vizirabad, green colours for Christophe Soumillon round the outside of Scotland, and Jim Crowley in pink and green. About a length and a half behind those. Max Dynamite, William Muick has just moved up on the outside of Desert Skyline, and they share 8th and 9th position. So it's Swinley Bottom about to turn right-handed now, and they are in the final mile of the contest, still about 10-12 lengths first to last. And Mount Moriah continues to gallop along in front with a couple of lengths advantage. Torsador, the orange jacket, in second place. The favourite and previous winner, Order of St George, a length and a half behind in third. In white and red, Sheikh Zayed Road has moved around the outside of Stradivarius with the yellow cap. They're in 4th and 5th places together as they begin the uphill run towards home. Scotland's a length and a half behind those. Then Vizirabad. They're followed in by Max Dynamite, and now Desert Skyline is the back marker. They head now past the 5 furlong marker, so heading towards the home turn. Order of St George in third position is chased along a little bit now. Mount Moriah is still leading by a half length to Torsador in second. Order of St George is 3 parts of a length behind him in third, but Ryan is hard at work at the moment. A length and a half behind him, Stradivarius. Frankie hugs the running rail, and then comes Sheikh Zayed Road. They're turning now for the home straight, and Torsador in the orange has come alongside Mount Moriah. Order of St George is plugging on in third position. Here's Stradivarius in the black and yellow towards the outside. Vizirabad is still stalking them in the green colours. They head down to the 2 marker. Torsador with a length and a half lead. Here's Stradivarius round the outside. Order of St George is battling on. Vizirabad between those at the furlong pole. 4 in line. Stradivarius, the yellow cap. Vizirabad in the green colours. Frankie Dettorio on Stradivarius. Christophe Soumillon on Vizirabad. Stradivarius is narrowly in front. He leads by a neck or so. Stradivarius has won the Gold Cup. Second is tight for Vizirabad and Torsador together, 3 or 4 lengths behind those to Order of St George.
Frankie Dettorio said he wanted to knock Order of St George off his pedestal. He's done that and more in winning the Ascot Gold Cup on board Stradivarius, the 7-4 joint favourite in the end. A winner also for John Gosson in an absolute thriller of a Gold Cup. Vizirabad travelled into the race, sauntered into the race, as is his wont, but he was asked to battle against Stradivarius, and he wasn't able to get past. Christophe Soumillon delivering him well, but he wasn't equal to the winner here. Alain de Prey settling for second. Torsador has run really well. At one point I wondered whether he would see them all off.
They're off. Race then, 2 miles is the trip, and Torsador leaves the stalls first for this Qatar Goodwood Cup and settles down to lead in the very early strides by around about a length and a half to Idaho in the blue and orange, who shows in second place. The scarlet sleeves have called to mind. Just behind him, holds third place at the moment. Tracking him is the favourite Stradivarius in the black jacket and yellow cap. Dal Harald might just be fractionally ahead of him as they continue their journey after 2 furlongs. About 2 lengths behind the leading quintet to Desert Skyline and Silvestre de Souza, who is about 2 lengths ahead of Luke Morris in the dark blue jacket and white sleeves on Saint Michel, who's back marker of the 7 runners in search of this £283,000 first prize in this Qatar Goodwood Cup. So they move them inside the last mile and a half, swing right-handed, head a little bit uphill on the far side of the course. Colin O'Donoghue on Torcedor sets the gallop by about a length. James Doyle has moved Call to Mind into second place and edges ahead of Ryan Moore on Idaho in the blue and orange, shows against the running well in third. Andret Zeni, black jacket, yellow cap on Stradivarius, is now up into 4th position. He goes ahead of Paul Hannigan on the blinkered first time. Dal Harald. Then comes Desert Skyline. He's still a length and a half, maybe 2 lengths ahead of Saint Michel as they begin their journey right over on the far side of the course. There's about 7-8 lengths first to last here. Torcedor continues to have the advantage as they move on down towards the halfway stage, and shows by length and a half or so to, in second place, Call to Mind. It's only a length behind him now to Stradivarius and Idaho, who share 3rd and 4th positions. Just a length and a half off those, the blue blinker ahead of Dal Harald, who's ahead of Desert Skyline, and Saint Michel continues to be the back marker. Still 7 or 8 lengths behind the leader, which is still Torcedor, as they begin the run towards the top of the hill, right down on the far end of the course. Torcedor's being left alone in front, continues to have the advantage. Call to Mind is still in second place. Idaho has moved up about a length ahead now of Stradivarius, who holds 4th position as they're about to swing right-handed and head to home. Dal Harald behind those. Then comes Desert Skyline, and Saint Michel is the back marker. Now there's only 5-6 lengths between them as they steady a little bit at the bottom end of the course. Very few changes in order. Call to Mind is getting closer to Torcedor, is on the left for the orange, who still leads. Call to Mind in second place. Right in behind him, the yellow cap, is Stradivarius, who begins to improve as they head inside the last half mile. Idaho fractionally holds 3rd place ahead of him. Dal Harald is next, and then Desert Skyline and Saint Michel. Heading down towards the last 3 furlongs then. Torcedor on the left. Here's Stradivarius on the right now. Call to Mind is being pulled up. Moving through into 3rd place is Idaho. Torcedor is in front, and Stradivarius is trying to get to him, but he's got 2 lengths to make up. Idaho's back in 3rd place. Dal Harald behind those. They're approaching the last furlong, and Torcedor is still in front. Now Stradivarius begins to bear down on him and just takes the lead at the furlong pole. Stradivarius and Andret Zeni a fractional leader. Torcedor is making him fight every yard to the line, but again it is Stradivarius in the Qatar Goodwood Cup. Torcedor in second, Idaho in 3rd position, and Dal Harald behind those in 4th.
The 2 Ascot Warriors went head-to-head again, and Stradivarius has again come out on top. 4-5 favourite, has won the Qatar Goodwood Cup and taken another step towards that £1 million bonus. He follows in the footsteps of the likes of Lamos, Further Flight, Double Tree.
For the Group 2 Kipco British Champions Long Distance Cup. Let's say a very good afternoon to our commentator here on Champions Day, Simon Holt.
Afternoon, everybody. Absolutely glorious day for this. For mid to late October, they're lined up for the opener, all set to go, and they're off and racing for the Kipco British Champions Long Distance Cup Group 2 over 2 miles, and Flag of Honour jumps out prominently with stable companion Sir Eric on the outside in the purple and white jacket. Stradivarius slotting in towards the inside black with a yellow cap worn by Frankie Dettori. The grey Cypress Creek is close up. And then behind these, Thomas Hobson and Desert Skyline as they race in front of the stands. And so taking them along is Flag of Honour, the Irish St Leger winner. He got very warm before the race. You may be able to see the perspiration down his neck and under his girth. He leads the way under Ryan Moore. From Sir Eric in second place. Stradivarius 3rd on the inside of Cypress Creek. Thomas Hobson, the Doncaster Cup winner, is second last, and held up at the back in the hands of Gerald Mosse is Desert Skyline. 1.5 miles left to cover now. It's downhill all the way to Swinley Bottom. and Flag of Honour by 2.5 lengths to Sir Eric, who's a half length ahead of Stradivarius on the inside. Cypress Creek is 4th, Thomas Hobson is 5th, and 3 lengths last then to Desert Skyline. About 10 furlongs left to cover as they continue their journey down towards the bottom bend, and Flag of Honour, Sir Eric a length down in 2nd place, Stradivarius bidding to win his 5th cup of the season this afternoon, the season's outstanding stayer, in 3rd place. In 4th then is Cypress Creek, in 5th is Thomas Hobson, still held up, likewise Desert Skyline at the back of the field. They're about to enter the final mile as they approach the right-hand turn into Swinley Bottom. Flag of Honour lobbing along happily in the hands of Ryan Moore at just a medium pace by the look of it, almost a bit slow now. Sir Eric is 2nd, Stradivarius is 3rd, then Cypress Creek on the outside and the blue and orange jacket, pink colours Thomas Hobson, and finally Desert Skyline. Now they emerge out of Swinley Bottom inside the final 7 furlongs. They're well past halfway, and it's uphill all the way home now. And Flag of Honour continues to lead the field in this Kipco British Champions Long Distance Cup. A half length to Sir Eric in 2nd. Well poised behind is Stradivarius on the inside, just a neck ahead of Cypress Creek as they bunch together. Then Thomas Hobson, and finally Desert Skyline. Looks as though this could develop into a bit of a burn-up in the closing stages here. Inside the final 5, Ryan Moore appears to be waiting in front a little bit on Flag of Honour. A half length, 3 parts of a length to stable companion Sir Eric in the hands of Donica O'Brien. Cypress Creek on the outside, still locked away up the inside is Frankie Dettori. He'll need a gap at some stage. Then Thomas Hobson and Desert Skyline. They're about to turn for home, approaching the final 3 furlongs. Flag of Honour from Sir Eric in 2nd. Stradivarius still exploring a run up the inside. Ryan Moore just inches off the inside rally. Is there a gap for Frankie Dettori? Can he get through? He's going to have to breathe in. He got through over on the far side. Ryan Moore just gave him half a chance there, and Stradivarius struck the front. Flag of Honour trying to rally. Thomas Hobson on the far side is staying on very well. It's Stradivarius only just clinging on from Thomas Hobson inside the final furlong. Stradivarius a half length. Thomas Hobson trying to get up the rail and ran out of room there, and Stradivarius strides away to win his 5th cup, but it may not end there. Thomas Hobson in 2nd, Sir Eric possibly 3rd, tight for the minors then on the far side. Cypress Creek, Flag of Honour close up, and Desert Skyline.
And I know Ryan is very critical of himself, and he definitely left half a gap for Frankie to kick into.
It's not often you see any jockey snake up the inside round the bend on the crown of the bend here at Ascot, because the straight's so short that if you do get chopped off, you've got no time to recover.
No, but I think Frankie was fully aware that they'd gone very slow, and he knew that if he was waiting for room and something got first run on him, it's going to be very hard to go and pick them up. So it was seeing someone on that A game almost.
Just looking at the way he came back a bit at the end, how close do you think Thomas Hobson?
And the last of the runners moves forward. So centrepiece of the week, this is the Group 1 Gold Cup, 2.5 miles. They make their way up the home straight, they all jump away, and in the early strides along those Flag of Honour and Stradivarius are pretty well to the fore. The early pace is not a frenetic one. On the outside, Master of Reality begins just to move over, and DXB as well. So through the first couple of furlongs, a bit of a game of cat and mouse really, as Master of Reality moves forward for Wayne Lord, and DXB in the silver colours, Silvestre de Souza, grey Capri on the outside of Stradivarius in the black bills with the white stripe on the face. Buried away now is Flag of Honour, just in 5th place on the outside of Thomas Hobson. Magic Circle is in the grey jacket, racing on the outside of Call to the Bar, now the mount of Oisin Murphy. Towards the back we have Cross Counter. The second of the greys is Cypress Creek, and last of all is Raymond Tusk. So they are very much taking their time up the home straight as they'll make their way across the intersection with the round course, where they'll rejoin the straight with 3 furlongs to travel in a circuit's time. DXB just allowed to point his toe slightly now by Silvestre de Souza, but the pace is still just a steady one. From Master of Reality, a neck away. Big crowd, anticipation for a circuit's time. Stradivarius in 4th at present. Where will he be on the run towards the winning line in a couple of minutes, with Capri on that one's outside? Then in 5th place, Flag of Honour settles on the outside of Thomas Hobson. 7th place for Magic Circle, Called to the Bar, Cross Counter in the all blue. And the back 2 remains Cypress Creek, and last of all Raymond Tusk. Cheers of the crowd send them up past the winning line with a circuit to go in the Gold Cup. DXB is now a length clear, and the pace is just a little bit better now. Master of Reality as they just space out slightly. Stradivarius on the inside of Capri, then Thomas Hobson, who continues to race on the inside of Flag of Honour as they turn away. Pulled to the bar in the blue with the white stars, Magic Circle in the grey silks, cross counter in the Godolphin blue, and still towards the back Cypress Creek, and last of all in the light blue colours is Raymond Tusk. So now, for the first time, they have the opportunity to gather ahead of steam as we begin the descent that'll carry them through the next half mile to Swindley Bottom. DXB continues just to ratchet it up slightly, leads from Master of Reality in second place. Stradivarius, you can see, enthusiastic under Frankie Dettori, still keeping a tight hold of his head in third in the black jacket on the inside of the fourth placed horse, who is Capri. Then in fifth, Thomas Hobson on the inside of Flag of Honour. And we have Magic Circle on the outer of Call to the Bar, cross counter. Second of the grey Cypress Creek, and still at the back is Raymond Tusk. So now the steepest part of the descent is being undertaken, and still out in front it's DXB who leads. DXB by half a length or so from Master of Reality in second place. Stradivarius getting a nice toe in at this stage. Capri in fourth. They're virtually in 2x2 formation. Thomas Hobson on the inside of Flag of Honour. The partner to Call to the Bar is Magic Circle. Cross counter's accomplice is Cypress Creek, and the one in his lonesome is Raymond Tusk. So now into the bottom turn for the first time, just a shake of the reins by Silvestre de Souza out in front on DXB, still leading by half a length from Master of Reality in second. Stradivarius still poised on the leader's heels with Capri on his outer. Thomas Hobson's partner continues to be Flag of Honour as they begin the climb again. Call to the Bar, but the field still pulling and tearing some of them. Master Hobson, or I should say Thomas Hobson, in about fifth or sixth place. You can see his rider Andrea Azzini in the closing stages of a Gold Cup, still pulling double here. It's going to turn into a relative test of speed, and out in front DXB continues to climb, leading from in second place Master of Reality. Stradivarius looks to his left as Capri breaks cover, as all of a sudden Racing Room will become at a premium. Thomas Hobson on the inside, then towards the outside Flag of Honour, Call to the Bar and Magic Circle. Cross counter gets a little bit anxious as they now make the turn for home. DXB from Master of Reality. Capri, Stradivarius has moved one off the rail but will need some racing room. Thomas Hobson comes next behind these Flag of Honour as they make the turn. Cross counter out in the clear, but towards the outside Frankie wants some room. They make their way up the home straight. Master of Reality and Capri on the inside. DXB, Stradivarius needs the gap. Cross counter making ground. Stradivarius now out with clear daylight, begins to run at Master of Reality. Stradivarius, DXB on the inside, and Master of Reality cross counter, and now Stradivarius hits full stride. Stradivarius goes to the front in the Gold Cup. In second place Master of Reality, then DXB and cross counter. Stradivarius idling slightly, but has his place in history. Back-to-back Gold Cups, 4 in a row for Dettori on Royal Ascot's centrepiece. DXB and Master of Reality and cross counter, they're involved for the placings. Few got in it. Raymond Tusk behind these. Capri pulled up Thomas Hobson, walking across the line Cypress Creek. Never really much doubt for Stradivarius. He just idled when he got to the front. Very close for second between Master of Reality and DXB. Cross counters run well because a handy position was oh so important. Stradivarius has done it. He lands the spoils, and for Frankie Dettori, it was a string quartet.
Very, very talented. It's full of horses that can get better. It's a cracker. Enjoy it.
Can Stradivarius do it and become the first horse to win 3 consecutive Goodwood Cups? Find out with Ian.
In the dark blue is a stride slower than the other 8 runners to get away from the starting stalls for this Qatar Goodwood Cup, as Wells Fargo, a blue jacket and a red cap, moves through to have the advantage early on. David Allen setting the pace. Right in behind him is the nose-banded Dashing Willoughby, has already won the Best Turned Out award, and the silver colours of DXB is behind those in third. And this Wells Fargo is 6-7 lengths ahead in the early strides of the race. Cross counter in blue, Stradivarius a yellow cap. They race together. They're in 4th and 5th position. Southern France is a neck ahead then of South Pacific, and their stablemate Harpo Marx is a length behind those. And Wells Fargo, David Allen going to a long lead now as he's coming to the 1.5 mile start and right-handed turn. He'd be 15 lengths ahead of the others, running right-handed now and beginning to run uphill for a while. Dashing Willoughby holds second position. DXB is around about a length behind him in third. There'd be 3 to 4 lengths then to Cross Counter and James Dawes showing in 5th place. Frankie's dropped Stradivarius a couple of lengths behind him, holding 6th position as they begin the run away on the far side of the course. They're followed through them by South Pacific and Southern France together, and Harpo Marx, who is fractionally slower than the others away from the starting stalls, continues to be the back marker. So Wells Fargo heads away down the far side of the course and heading him on towards the halfway stage of the Qatar Goodwood Cup, and he continues to have a very long lead over his rivals. He's at least 10 lengths ahead, if a lot more than that. Dashing Willoughby and Sheen Murphy in second position. The silver jacket is Sylvester de Souza on DXB holding third. The blue colours for James Doyle on Cross Counter, then Stradivarius going for a hat-trick in the race. Yellow cap for Frankie shows at the moment in 5th position. Purple cap behind him is Southern France and Ryan Moore. A white cap for Wayne Lorden on South Pacific, who's level now with his stablemate Harpo Marx Andretzeni in dark blue. Right down towards the bottom end of the course, uphill, and they really are catching Wells Fargo now. He has a lead of 5 lengths, and that appears to be diminishing all the time. Dashing Willoughby in second position, just a length or so behind him to DXB in third. 3 lengths or so to Cross Counter, continues to hold fourth. 2 lengths off him is Stradivarius, and as they round the turn heading towards the home straight, Southern France, South Pacific and Harpo Marx continues to be the back marker, and Harpo Marx is being ridden along. So about to move the last bit of the turn into the straight, down now towards the final 3 furlongs, and Wells Fargo continues with the red cap to have the advantage, reduced one, but he's still in front. Dashing Willoughby in second, DXB being ridden along in third. Look to the right, the blue is Cross Counter. Right behind him is Stradivarius. In behind those them is Southern France as they head down now with a little over 2 furlongs to go. Cross Counter, Stradivarius on the right, produced with his challenge. DXB is battling on well there, and behind those is Dashing Willoughby. Now Stradivarius, Frankie Dettori and the yellow cap come down the outside. He goes past Cross Counter. DXB is with those as well. They're heading towards the last 100 yards. Stradivarius in front. This is going to be an impressive victory for him. It'll be 3 Goodwood Cups in a row. Stradivarius again, he beats DXB. Cross Counter in third position. Looks like a very narrow fourth for Southern France.
Well, 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 Stradivarius makes it 3 in the Goodwood Cup, the Group 1 Goodwood Cup, and Frankie Dettori's celebration, well, it may have been...
...the taking. I hope he turns it on.
We'll find out with Mike Cattermole.
And the 5 runners are ready, and away they go for the Magnus Rosé Doncaster Cup of 2019. This historic race, established way back in 1766, is underway. Stradivarius broke best of all, in fact, and must be looking around wondering where DXB is, because at the moment he finds himself in front as they come past the grandstands. Sneaky Getaway on the inside is racing in second place. Cleonte is in third. Max Dynamite in fourth, and a couple of lengths back then to Barsanti. So Stradivarius, not often that he does this, is in front then, with a full circuit of Town Moor in front of him. The champion stayer, unbeaten in the last 2 seasons, and now Frankie is allowing Cleonte to go on and take them down the back straight. Oisin Murphy accepts the invitation and sends Cleonte into the lead. So he settles ahead of Stradivarius, with Sneaky Getaway and Max Dynamite, the 2 Irish raiders, racing behind. And then in 5th and last place is Barsanti, in the hands of Andrea Azzini. Barsanti was a bit unlucky last time he was up in Yorkshire in the Ebor, finishing a creditable 5th that afternoon as the runners make their way down the side of the course. They're going past the 1.5 mile start now. Cleonte the leader from Stradivarius. Sneaky Getaway's black cap on the outside of last year's runner-up Max Dynamite. The oldest in the lineup, Max Dynamite, who can also boast a couple of placed efforts in the Melbourne Cup as well. And just behind Max Dynamite, Barsanti. 7 years young Barsanti being held on to as the runners continue over the far side, and they've covered Rose Hill now and stride on with Cleonte making it a decent test. Sneaky Getaway's gone into second place now and is only about a length behind him. Interesting that Jamie Spencer's keeping tabs on Oisin Murphy. Frankie content to allow Stradivarius to just sit behind them. He's about 2.5 lengths behind them in third place, followed 2 lengths away by Max Dynamite, another couple of lengths away to Barsanti. So it's well underway then, this Doncaster Cup of 2019. The runners will be heading inside the final nut mile about now and continuing their way over on the far side of the course. Cleonte the leader, Sneaky Getaway, Stradivarius, and then Max Dynamite and Barsanti at the back of the field. About 6 lengths maybe covers first and last then, and it's a real decent gallop being set here as well. As they turn down in towards the final 3/4 of a mile now, they see their home straight in their sights, and Cleonte is the leader. He leads by 3. Sneaky Getaway in second place. Stradivarius is wide and poised to challenge on the inside. Max Dynamite. Barsanti is the first one off the bridle, being scrubbed along now by Andrea Azzini. You have to say Cleonte is enjoying himself in front. He races down towards the final 3 furlongs, but Stradivarius now moves through the gears and he goes up now into second place. Look at the way Frankie's sitting on board the champion. Cleonte's flat out now for Oisin Murphy, and now for the first time Frankie's just asking Stradivarius just to close that gap. He's got it down to about a length now on the inside. Max Dynamite's running a big one. Just a furlong to go here in the Doncaster Cup of 2019, and Stradivarius is produced on the outside to strike the front for the first time, and there he goes, the outstanding, the brilliant champion. Stradivarius adds the Doncaster Cup to his illustrious CV. He lands the odds from Cleonte. In third place was Max Dynamite, Barsanti next, and Sneaky Getaway.
Well, that went to plan, didn't it? Stradivarius wins the Stayers Triple Crown, the first horse to do so since Double Trigger. And what a legend he is, Freddie.
He's absolutely different gravy, Alex. Different gravy. And look, it was a good bit of jockeyship by Frankie, who knows him inside out. He didn't want to be in front too early because he knows he pulled himself up a little bit. So he just waited and waited. And just watching his body language, you could just tell that he wasn't going for him till within that last furlong. And yeah,